welcome in, Jamil, the Sortbacher. Welcome in, y'all. Happy Friday, happy TGIF, you guys. Y'all, Diddy has been hit with some more crazy accusations, right? Y'all, what is going on? I don't know. You guys, welcome in. Smash the like button, y'all. We are gonna get right into it. Loving myself. Hello, good morning, Miss Red. Good morning, Miss Red. How are y'all doing? Y'all, I just seen these accusations they hit last night. I watched them in this morning. Y'all, what is going on? Is the takedown getting more like crazy, desperate? I don't know, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. Loving myself says I came late to your husband's live. Oh yeah, he just did a quick live. He didn't even stay long. Miss Red says, morning, sugar. Good morning, Miss Red. Tina, good morning. Tina Daughtery, welcome. Good morning. Gringus, Khan, welcome. Jazzy, welcome. Welcome. Angels, Mom, welcome in. Good morning. Gyalations, hey Queen, hey Queen, how are you? Good morning. Y'all, welcome in. Y'all, what is this lawsuits about, y'all? I'm telling you, this is crazy. Lucretia, welcome in. Kathy, welcome in. Celebrity Scandalous, welcome in, lady, welcome in. Y'all, Angel, thank you for the flower. Thank you so much, you guys. Y'all, welcome in. What is going on? Is this some type of desperation? Y'all, Jazzy says, welcome in, loungers. Loving myself says, all these fake victims I feel, is like helping his case. These real victims got to come on. Yes, y'all, that's what I'm saying. Gina Kilpatrick, TGIF from H-Town, welcome in. Tina says, Cassie revealed 9 videotapes. Y'all, we're going to get into it, y'all. We is going to get into it. Gringus Khan says, helping the defense. Let's go off of I'm just gonna say what my take is on this, right? I feel like this. There is somebody trying to take the Diddy down, right? You got the feds, you got the higher ups in Hollywood, right? The elites. I believe that the elites are doing all this stuff right here with these, victims that are like kind of questionable, right? Ronnie, good morning, right? But the feds, y'all, the feds are not going to say anything to anybody. They have the bag. The feds have the bag, and they're not going to tell what is in the bag until it's time to reveal it, right? They already know that Cassie has these tapes, that these tapes are flying around, this, that, and the third. But y'all, what they got from Diddy's house is a whole nother ball game. They're not going to be telling what they had because they already know Diddy's lawyer be on YouTube tour, TMZ tour, all kind of tours, running his mouth, telling this, telling that, telling, oh yeah, Diddy can't wait to go on the stand so he could tell his story. And the feds are eating that up. Y'all notice that y'all have not heard anything from the feds? Have we heard anything from the feds? Absolutely not. And the reason being is because they are giving stuff that's already known to, these tapes, like the Cassie tapes. They said, they have these tapes. Okay. Yeah. They're saying, oh, it's going to help Diddy's defense. Y'all, let me tell you something. When you're in a relationship, when everything is peachy and creamy, oh, it's just starting out, it's fresh, yours is in the first, couple of months or something. Everything is great. Everything is grand, right? So, of course, there's going to be videotapes of recordings and her consenting. But there came to a point where Cassie was not with those shenanigans. For whatever reason, she stayed, right? She stayed and she was there. I can imagine what went on behind closed doors just off of that tape from the hotel, what Diddy was doing, right? So the feds are not going to come out. They're not going to say, we have this here, Diddy, here's all the stuff that we have on y'all. For Diddy's lawyer just to go out and be on TMZ tour again and telling everything that he's seen as far as evidence is concerned. The feds move in a meticulous way, you guys. People need to open their eyes. The feds is not giving the bomb evidence to them right now. They're letting them run around in circles, say this and say that. Everybody's saying this and everybody's saying that. And the feds are just sitting back laughing like, oh my God, y'all think Diddy, Cassie consented to every single thing that Diddy did? Okay. Y'all think that y'all really got the meat and potatoes of these videos? Okay. Y'all, I'm telling you guys, they are not going to release the bomb where these tapes and all this evidence that they have on Diddy until it's time. They're not going to release this early because they already know Diddy's lawyer is yapping, telling all kind of stuff that he shouldn't be telling, right? He is telling all kind of stuff and not even doing his research. Talking about, yes, Costco's, they, the baby oil, they got the Costco's. Costco's don't even sell baby oil. And that's why they are looking and seeing that Diddy's lawyer is a dangerous lawyer. They already are aware of how Diddy's lawyers is moving, and y'all, they are eating him up. And Diddy's lawyer thinks that these tapes, thinks that putting out this information, oh, this is going to help Diddy's case. Oh, Cassie consented. Oh, yeah, Cassie consented. She sure did. She consented until a certain extent. They got them tapes where I'm sure they are showing Cassie is not consenting on some of those tapes. They are, I'm sure, got some evidence of minors and evidence of minors being there at the freak-off dungeon, right? Did y'all not hear what Wendy Williams said yesterday? And Wendy Williams has been battling Diddy for a long time, has she not? She said, what did she say? Diddy should be in jail, in prison for the rest of his life. Y'all know Wendy Williams knows the real TEA. And she was already releasing that years ago. And that's why her and Diddy was in a battle rattle, right? She was telling it. She was telling it. She was giving the TEA, y'all, right? So I think what's going on, my opinion only, everybody has their own opinion. Everybody thinks probably different ways, right? The higher ups, the elites, are doing all these interviews with these victims that you're like thinking like, you got somebody who is medically, a victim that's saying that, Diddy did this, her dad, she snuck out and drove 5-6 hours or whatever in New York. And you're like, what? Like, it doesn't make sense, but we don't want to victim shame, right? And we know that she's autistic, from what they say. Then they had the male victim that came out behind the silhouette and was saying Diddy did this and Diddy did that, right? You're like, what? Then you have this victim last night that came out yesterday that they released. And they're saying that he was doing all kind of stuff and this, that, and third. We're going to watch the video. And this is only a snippet of the video, right? I believe that that is on the, like I said, the elites. They're going and, probably, I don't know, paying people, I believe. I don't know, to get these victims that like is not making sense just to kind of help bash him, try to like run him in the ground. Because y'all, there is the girl, the one that is autistic, you're like, her story doesn't make sense. And you have to think. They're rounding up all kind of people. Hey, you want to come in here? We pay you some money to tell this story that Diddy did this to you. And I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm thinking like, maybe that's what they're doing because these people's stories are kind of bogus. I'm not gonna victim shame. It may happen. It may have happened. I'm not sure. I'm just saying, is the higher elites making sure they get people to say this, say that, just to make sure they drag Diddy through the mud? That they drill him, that like they're going to pin him down? I mean, the feds already got his back against the wall. Let's just, be clear on that. But on the other end, the feds, they are not going to say a peep. Zip. Did they say anything when they came around the corner, y'all, to get him like a thief in the night? Did they say, Diddy, we're coming to the hotel at 10 o'clock at night. We're going to turn the corner. We're going to take a left and we're going to apprehend you. No, they did not. They did not. So I don't know why people are thinking that the feds is going to release the bomb of all of the evidence that's going to take him down. They're not going to do that. They did present whatever evidence. Okay, yeah, we got these 9 tapes. Okay, yeah, Cassie consented. A lot of people record themselves doing freaky stuff in the bedroom that is consensual, right? I mean, let's be for real, y'all. We all grown. But at the same time, I'm sure it got to a point where it was not consensual, right? Come on, let's be real. You didn't think that Cassie was consenting all along, and then feels like, thinking like, man, Diddy was rugging me. He made me take these rugs. We have these videotapes, because I'm not saying Cassie is innocent by no means, y'all. By no means. Because when you're dating somebody, you know what time they're on, right? That was her choice to stay, because remember, she stayed, she was with him, she left, and then she went back. And even Chopper said Cassie was doing, pretty girl, crazy stuff. And I'm sure she probably was. She was probably saying things to probably, maybe make Diddy act right or something. Sometimes females could do that. Males too. Like, oh, you don't want to treat me right? Oh, Kid Cudi, he's gonna, he said that he'll do X, Y, and Z for me, and this, that, and the third, and it probably upset Diddy. Diddy probably snapped, and that's when he went and blew his car up. He was like, okay, Cassie, you know what? You think Kid Cudi gonna treat you better? Okay, I got something. And he sent them goons right on in to blow that car up, right? But y'all, we can't think for one moment. Y'all, we have to really think outside of the box. The feds are not going to release anything that they know that Diddy's lawyer does not have, right? They're not going to be like, here, Diddy's lawyer. You can go on YouTube tour, on TMZ tour with all of the evidence. And then when they get to court, the feds are not going to be able to really fight their case, because they already gave them all the information. The feds move in a meticulous way. Watch what I tell you guys. Watch. And Wendy Williams did not say Diddy should be in prison basically for the rest of his life for the things that he has done. Wendy Williams knows the TEA. And they're saying the lady that is her conservatorship, what it said, my baby said, Jamil said, the Golden Girls number 4, number 5, whatever. She is allegedly, they're saying, is hired by Diddy. So that is not far few in between where they're trying to hush Wendy Williams. Yesterday, she sounded pretty good when she was on the Breakfast Club, and when she was talking to Don Lemon, she sounded amazing to me. And then Charlamagne the God said that nothing is wrong with Wendy. And she said feels like she's like in a prison type situation or whatever. I mean, I don't know if she has dementia. She's going in and out. I don't know. But yesterday, she was sounding good. I mean, I didn't see nothing, wrong with the way she was talking. Especially when she said Diddy should be in prison for all the things that he has done, right? But y'all, I'm telling you, I believe the elites are doing this takedown. This is my thoughts. I mean, y'all let me know if I may be wrong. I'm just thinking I'm just thinking outside the box. They're grabbing people. Hey, you come in here. We may pay you some money. Can you say this? Can you say that? Just to take him down and pin him down, right? And then you got the feds who got all of the information, all of the tea. And they're not releasing it to Diddy's lawyer in court. They're not giving him none of the bombshell evidence, because they know how he is. He don't even do his research, y'all. I mean, for all the millions of dollars, however much Diddy is paying this lawyer, he must have flunked out on, some of his lawyer classes. Because, I mean, who is telling the left hand what the right hand is doing? He should have never went on there on TMZ and said, yeah, Diddy can't wait to get, Diddy can't wait to go and get on the stand. Y'all, I'm telling you, the feds was probably typing up all kind of stuff that they were going to ask him off of the evidence that they have. Diddy's lawyer is, the feds are, they are like, playing a tune right around Diddy's lawyer. And Diddy's lawyer is so special. His elevator doesn't go to the top, and he's sitting down there. Is he just glad to get all of the money that Diddy is paying him, and going around saying whatever he may think that is okay to say at this time? He should have never said anything. He should have denied all of those interviews. He shouldn't have said not one thing. Because guess what the feds are doing? The feds are ear hustling and eye hustling and listening to everything that Diddy's lawyer is saying, and all they doing is, y'all, taking notes at the keyboards, typing up. Y'all, they is typing up all of this stuff. So there's no way that the feds are going to sit there and be like, here, Diddy's lawyer, yes, this is the evidence that we have. This is everything. Absolutely not. No. Didn't they say that they needed like more time to, for discovery? And they were only giving them like Diddy's lawyer just a little bit. And then Diddy's lawyer came out and is running his mouth. Oh, they got these tapes, and yeah, it's gonna help Diddy's case. And Cassie was consenting of this stuff. Yeah, in the videos, it looks like she's taking charge, and she's bumping and grinding, and she's doing everything. She's freaking off, and she's doing XYZ. Of course, she probably was. When everything was cool, calm, and kosher. But when things got ugly and disgusting, and when Diddy turned on his narcissistic light, that's when things went sour and down south and terrible, right? Y'all, we have to think about these type of things, because there's no way that the feds is going to be going and doing all of this crazy stuff like Diddy's lawyer before the court case, right? Before the court case, they're not even doing that. They are not. That's why I'm telling, like, even with my baby Jabil, he's like, I want to hear the victims. You're not going to hear the real victims. The feds are telling them, sit down, don't say nothing, don't go on YouTube tour, don't go on no interviews, not even with your lawyer, because we need you to say this on the stand. Think about it, y'all. Cassie, y'all, when have we heard from Cassie and she was a true victim? She was victimized by Diddy. And I'm not saying, 100% of the time, but at a certain time, she became a victim. Have we seen Cassie on YouTube tour? Have we seen Cassie on TMZ? Have we seen Cassie on News Nation, on ABC, NBC, on Element OP? We ain't seen Cassie nowhere. Yeah, people recording her. She put out a little message on, I think it was Instagram, a little small verbiage, because the feds got all the real victims. All these other victims that are coming out, on tour, on these platforms, on, News Nation, all this stuff. Listen to their stories. Do y'all think for one moment the feds is not making sure that these people, these entities are not going on YouTube tour? Because they want to make sure that when Diddy gets in that courtroom and the court, his court proceedings start, they want to make sure that they still have Diddy's back against the wall, where he can't even pull off of the wall, right? There are no way that these victims are coming out of the woodworks, y'all. Look at Misha. Did y'all hear her story? I was feeling sorry for her, and I was like, oh my God. She said Diddy did this. And then when I started listening more, I was like, no, this is a lie. This girl was not the D&G girl sitting on Diddy's lap. Then the real girl's lawyer came out and put a statement out. And then I started getting hip to everybody, listening to Adriana, all these other people, even Allie Carter had the wool pulled over my eyes, right? And then I start to think, because, I'm like, real motherly, real, sensitive, really like, oh my God, these victims and all this stuff. And I was like, hold up, swole up. Hold up, swole up. Something is not right with this picture. Why are these alleged victims coming out, being on YouTube, going here, going there, telling their stories? And I was like, no. The feds don't move like that. The feds are not moving like that. They're not going to be having the people that are the real victims out here going and doing anything, not even with their lawyer. Because a lot of like the girl right here with Ariel, Ariel had Courtney Burgess. She had this girl right here, all these other people. They are not doing that. The feds are telling them and giving them probably directives and telling them, do not go on no interviews. Do not even talk about the case with nobody. Because when the time May 5th comes, they are going to be there telling whatever they need to tell to that federal judge and being on the stand, being a witness to the case then. They do not want to mess this up. I'm telling you guys, just watch. I'm telling y'all, just watch. If you guys look at it, like I said, what real victims who have trauma and tragic experiences from Diddy are on YouTube, are telling the stories. Like I said, we can start with Cassie. Cassie has not gone on nobody's platform to tell anything. And she's a victim, right? She was victimized by Diddy. And we don't hear her saying not one peep. She had a little itty bitty, a few sentences, maybe 2-3 paragraphs on her response to what happened, right? But after that, we didn't hear anything. I just seen her maybe one time. Somebody was on the camera seeing her walking around. That was only 2 times. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Only the 2 times that I seen her. I mean, maybe y'all seen her somewhere else. I've never seen her, not even in public. Not even talking. Not saying not one mumbling word. So when I'm looking at these victims that are coming forward, I'm like, hold on. Something is not right. I'm not saying these are not victims, but I started thinking, I'm like, you got this girl saying that, they say she's autistic. She snuck out the house 5 hours. Her dad is saying that he don't remember. And I'm like, y'all, we all know we had done crazy stuff when we were young, right? We know. And we know what our parents remember, those specific crazy times, things that we did, right? So how is her father going to say, oh, he don't remember? I'm like, what? He doesn't remember? That was like a big moment of memory for me. If I was a child and I did that, I know my dad and my mom would definitely remember. Because they would always tell me stories. Remember when you was blah, blah, blah? Yeah, and, all these little stories, throughout, me growing up, that things that I did. And I'd be like, oh, I do remember, I don't. But some of them, you remember those specific moments. Then you have this guy going on a silhouette saying that Diddy did this and that to him. He worked for Diddy, I believe, or something. But he's behind a silhouette. Then this girl yesterday, she's behind a silhouette saying some crazy stuff too. I'm like, OMG. So I'm like, no, y'all. No, absolutely not. Let's pump the brakes for a hot minute, right? Let's pump the brakes. There's no way that these victims are coming out. And y'all, people don't know how the feds work, but I'm telling you, I know, I'm just telling you, the feds are not going to allow nobody to come out and say not one mumbling word. They're going to tell them, stay out the limelight, stay away from people's cameras. Look, order your groceries from Walmart. If you need to eat, if you want to go out to eat, just order it on Uber Eats. Don't be going on YouTube tour. Don't talk to TMZ. Don't go to ABC, NBC, LMNOP. Stay hidden away from everything and everybody, away from conversations. Because once the court hearing starts for Diddy, that's when everything is going to come out. Watch. They're not allowing these real victims to talk. But y'all, we are going to listen to these victims, this victim right here. And I was like, really? Is that what we doing? Like grabbing these people just, hey, you got a story. Hey, you got a story. Hey, you got a story. I mean, y'all, I think, like I said, I may be wrong. I am not victim shaming nobody because, like I said, they may be real victims, but we all know, we're like, like you really look like they, teachers used to tell you when you were growing up, put your thinking cap on. Yeah, put your thinking cap on and think about this, right? And I had to sit down, take, a couple of moments to think about this. And I'm like, something ain't right. And y'all tell me, I may be wrong, y'all. I may be wrong. I'm just saying this is how I'm thinking. This is how I'm thinking, right? This is just me loud, y'all. I'm not saying y'all got to, think like I do. I'm just saying I'm thinking outside of the box. Like people don't understand. Like, the last couple of days, all I see over social media is, yeah, Cassie, yeah, she consented. She was being dominant in the bedroom on these recordings. Yeah, she was doing this. She was doing that. She was probably instructing people to do whatever. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. She definitely was. Let's not get that twisted. Yes. Like I said, couples record themselves doing freaky stuff, right? When it was all peachy and creamy, smiles, giggling, everything was great. The first month or two, everything's everything is fun. Everything is dandy. Life is good. And then it came to a point where everything wasn't good. She realized I never took rugs. I wasn't into rugs. She was 18, 19 when she was dealing with Diddy. She was very young. And she said Diddy introduced her to these rugs, right? She wasn't pretty much a person who was doing rugs, trying to, live in living that lifestyle. She even went to drug rehab. After all this happened, she went to drug rehab once she left the last time. So yes, you are going to have plenty of tapes, y'all. The world is going to have plenty of tapes of Cassie with her, performing on stage. Yes. Yes. In a happy way, smiling and doing whatever she was doing on them tapes. But them other tapes that the feds have that are not released, it's a whole nother ball game. Watch, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. It's you got to think about it. You have to think about it, right? She was with the smoke to a certain extent, and then she was probably feeling like Diddy was, treating her like crap, blah, blah, and she's probably telling us all kind of, all kind of crazy stuff to try to get him to probably treat her better or maybe to get more attention or whatever, because Diddy had 11 women. I'm like, Diddy had 4, 5, 10 relationships going on at one time. So, of course, Cassie was probably like, well, Kid Cudi can do this, and this person can do that, and this person can do that. And that's when Diddy snapped, crackled, and popped. Right? Oh, see, my baby said Jamil just said Kid Cudi got robbed mysteriously. Yesterday. Now, if that ain't a coincidence, what is? I'm telling y'all, it's not far few in between. Oh, yes, he has to testify. Yes. See? That's what I'm saying. Kid Cudi, Jamil just told me he got robbed yesterday, mysteriously, and he's the one that has to testify. Have we seen Kid Cudi say anything? Have we seen Kid Cudi going on YouTube tour, on TMZ, anywhere? Have we seen Kid Cudi? I ain't seen him go up there and say, well, Diddy did this to me and Diddy did that to me. I haven't seen him. Now, if y'all have, let me know. They're not doing that. The feds told them to go sit down and have a seat and wait until we call you to go sit on the throne and testify, right? I'm telling you, wait until the court hearing, and y'all, we are going to see y'all. I'm telling you, there's so many people. I mean, look at Justin Bieber. He's going, we see him, right? But y'all see the way he's reacting? Do y'all see his interviews? He ain't coming out and say, Diddy did this to me, Diddy did that to me. No, we're just seeing everything that Diddy has done to him over the years, right? He ain't coming out and saying, oh, Diddy, yeah, he did this and he had me in the freak off and he did this and he did that. No, absolutely not. He's not even saying anything because I'm sure he was given the guidance too. Don't you say nothing, Justin Bieber. Whatever you do, if you do go on say anything, it better not be in reference to what, like him saying, Diddy grape me, Diddy, you know what I'm saying? No, absolutely not. No, I'm telling you. And when Wendy Williams came out yesterday, y'all, she came out and what did Wendy Williams say? For the stuff that Diddy is doing, he should be in prison for the rest of his life. That's a very rough statement, right? So y'all, we already know that she knows a lot. She was one of the first ones to expose Diddy being gay. She was one of the first ones. And all these other things that Wendy Williams, that's why Diddy went in a long time ago. He was telling them radio stations, you better not hire Wendy Williams. You better not hire Wendy Williams. And was trying to oust her, blackball her. Right? Because Wendy Williams, she got the tea. Y'all know Wendy Williams, when she sits on the throne, y'all know Wendy Williams, she be, yep. Yeah, she tells everything. Because y'all remember when she went and she was telling about Judge Mathis? And I was like, no, not Judge Mathis. And she was going back and forth with Judge Mathis. And he was hotter than fish grease with her. And I was like, no, Judge Mathis, no, absolutely not. And then next thing you know, his wife is filing for a divorce and all this other stuff. La-di-da. I said, yeah, Wendy Williams, she sure did. She put him on Hollywood Boulevard. She put him on Front Street. And he was hotter than fish grease. And then he's like, every time you see him, he's in the airport, he's leaving. Yeah, I was gone for 3 weeks. And da-da-da-da. Judge Mathis, were you gone for 3 weeks for a freak off? I mean, why couldn't you stop doing what you was doing if you knew you was married? But Wendy Williams, she put him on Front Street. Did she not? She was like, yeah, and he had this woman, and he was doing this, and he was doing that. And then Joe Mathis was like, da-da-da. Yeah, Wendy Williams, you're bisexual, you're da-da. I mean, y'all, it was a rattle battle. Wendy Williams knows what she's talking about. Because she said somebody showed her something about Diddy, and Diddy didn't want her to expose that. I'm telling you, Wendy Williams got the tea. She didn't say that statement yesterday about Diddy needs to be in prison for the rest of his life for nothing. She knows a lot. I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys, but y'all, we're going to listen to this interview, and y'all tell me if it ain't too far in between that this is kind of suspicious that these alleged victims are coming out with these stories that are questionable, and thinking that, the elites may be paying these people to come out and say this because some of this stuff doesn't make sense. But I don't know, you guys. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just like, this is a conspiracy, right? Y'all smash the like button because there is something, look, so it's very, very jazzy, so suspicious. It is so suspicious, right? It is so suspicious. And why are you hiding behind the silhouette? Why are you hiding behind the silhouette? Where do they do that at? And the stuff that this girl was saying, I thought Jamil throw away the remotes, had me scared of the remotes when I seen that, when I heard that. All the remotes, every remote we got in the house, throw it in the trash, right? I was like, she said that. I was like, OMG. Y'all, I'm telling you, if this stuff is real, it would not be out on News Nation, TMZ, YouTube Tour, or anything. They'd be like, save your story, sit down, shut up, don't say one thing. The feds be like, don't say one mumbling word. Stay away from everything. Order your groceries or online. Order your food online. Stay out the limelight. Don't talk to nobody. I'm telling you, they gave that guidance to them. But these people, these victims right here, y'all, I don't know. But y'all, we gonna listen to it. I want y'all to listen to it and tell me what y'all think. Because I was like, what in the world is this girl talking about? But y'all, I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think. Because this is very suspicious to me. These victims, these last victims, are very suspicious. But y'all, let's listen and see what this victim has to say.
You are about to hear some disturbing details of brutal violence and boundless cruelty. And before I say another word, you need to know two things. One, it is one woman's account laid out in a lawsuit that has not yet been proven. And two, the person being accused of these terrible things is Sean Diddy Combs, and he's denying everything. We touched on this story before, back when Ashley Parham filed a jaw-dropping lawsuit. The claims were just mystifying and overwhelming. She says that she was drugged and gang raped by Diddy and his entourage at a private home in the Bay Area back in 2018. She says after the gang rape, she slashed Diddy with a knife and was shot at.
How are you slashing Diddy with that type of kitchen utensil? And he pow-powed at you? Y'all, I'm telling you, this stuff is not making sense, y'all. Let's continue.
By either Diddy or a member of the entourage before narrowly escaping with her life. She then says she was rescued by a neighbor nearby who called police, but she claims the officers who responded ignored her.
Wait a minute. Hold up, swole up. How are you going to call the police and then the officers ignore you? Do you know that officers can get fired for that? If you go to a place and, respond to a 911 call and then you just ignore it, you just drive by the house and not do anything, y'all, that is a firing at work waiting to happen. Y'all, let's continue. I'm just telling you, this is a crazy stuff that that they put out. Let's continue.
Court filing, but now Ashley has agreed to sit down with me and detail what happened in person. I also asked her some difficult questions about specifics in her alleged ordeal. In return, we agreed to hide her face, and she joined me earlier today, along with her attorney, Ariel Mitchell. If you can, and I'm sorry these questions are so difficult. I'm following along with the affidavit for the most part. Can you tell me what happened after you say Sean Combs allegedly raped you with the TV remote? What happened after that in that bedroom with all of those people present?
He raped her with a TV remote? Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm just saying, this is what they're saying, y'all. This is what they're saying.
They took turns raping me, and Sean Combs raped me anally. Shane Pierce also raped me, but vaginally. And the bodyguard guy, he raped me as well while Sean Combs was sitting in a chair naked, filming it and jerking off.
Now, hold up. Do y'all remember when, I think it was Red, Cassie's friend, she had an interview, and I believe that's when she was saying that that's what Diddy likes to do. He likes to watch and he likes to play with himself. Now, are they getting these pieces of information and making their own story and trying to put these victims out here? Like, y'all, I'm telling you, and then being raped with a remote, I never heard no craziness like that. That is something that you think that the feds would be like, don't tell nobody, don't say nothing to nobody. This is stuff that is very important to the case. Wait until the case starts to say something like that. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is so suspicious, y'all. But let's continue. Let's continue.
To watching me being raped.
Sean Combs was masturbating while you say the other members of his party were taking turns with you?
Yeah.
Important to note, these are accusations only at this point. They have not been proven in a court of law. It's not a criminal case. It is a civil case. And you're going to hear a full hour of our conversation tomorrow on a special edition of Banfield, including Parham's answer to a question that has nagged at me from the start. Why, after making such a daring escape, would she return and then spend the night?
Now, y'all tell me, if somebody does something to y'all, graping or whatever, even if it was somebody beating you up, slapping you around, or kicking you, whatever the case may be, would you go back for like the part B? You know, you got that part A, which was already horrible. Would you go back for the part B of the situation? Y'all, does that sound suspicious to y'all? Does that sound suspicious to y'all? I mean, y'all tell me. I'm just saying, it sounds very suspicious. Somebody grape me, right? I'm running trying to escape, but I go back to get the part B of the abuse. What? Really? The part A was bad, and then go back to get the part B? Y'all, that I'm telling you, that does not sound right to me. But y'all, she's saying that there's going to be a full-fledged interview tomorrow. And maybe that's today. But y'all, I'm telling you, this is so suspicious to me. I mean, y'all tell me, put a 1 if y'all think this is like suspicious for this victim to come out and say this, which this type of evidence, right? It probably could have happened. Yes, I mean, people probably do stuff, you know, graping people with the remotes, you know, slapping them around, doing all kind of stuff, right? But y'all, for her to say this on a news platform, News Nation, instead of not saying anything and saying when she goes to court with the feds, y'all, this is so suspicious to me, right? This type of behavior probably does more than likely happen, right? A lot of times. But her to come out and say this on News Nation instead of waiting until the court case, like you already let a lot of information go that shouldn't have been known to the public, right? Like this type of information is explosive to me. Because if I'm there in the courtroom and she says this on the stand, I would be blown away. But now it's like you're saying this and everybody knows it now. So what value is that going to have when you go to court? Like, it doesn't make sense, y'all. I'm just saying. But let's listen and see what else she has to say.
Night at the scene of her harrowing gang rape and shootout. Again, Sean Combs firmly denies all of this. His attorneys gave us this statement I want to read for you in full. Quote, as the Contra Costa Sheriff's Department confirmed, her report was thoroughly investigated and it was determined the claims were unfounded. Mr. Combs was nowhere near Orinda, California on the day she claims she was assaulted. There is no evidence that Mr. Combs was even in the same room as Ms. Parham. She is completely unbelievable, and no sane person who views the evidence will credit her story. Again, the statement from Sean Combs' attorneys. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.
And y'all, I really think, like I said, it is just very, very suspicious to me that these people who are claiming to be victims are coming out and saying the most craziest stuff, right? Like I said, I'm not saying that this stuff does not happen. I'm not saying that by no means, right? But what I'm saying is this type of stuff should be stuff that is said in the courtroom, right? This stuff should be said in the courtroom. I mean, tell me, what are y'all thoughts about this? Because I'm like, there is no way that the feds are allowing you as a victim, right, to come on News Nation and say this crazy stuff that happened to you, right? This stuff that's sad. Not saying it's crazy. It's a sad, situation if it really happened, but you going on News Nation and saying it instead of waiting until the court. The feds are not doing that. The feds are not even playing them type of games. They are not playing them type of games. So I'm telling y'all, I may be wrong. I'm just saying the elites probably have hired people, gather people up to say whatever it is that Diddy allegedly done to them, just to make sure they pin Diddy down to the ground, which the feds are already done that. I'm telling you, with the evidence they have. What you think, baby?
Listen, ask people to answer this question. If that really happened to you, right, this horrible act, TV remote and Universal remote, why is she only suing? You got to ask that. She's not a part of Diddy's trial. She's not going. When you want a person to face the life in jail,
absolutely.
They give this to you, This girl is only a lawsuit. Ariel. All of her lawsuits sound the same. It's for money. She's only suing, not for a conviction.
Yeah, and that does sound very suspicious. Like, if this happened to you guys, would you guys not want Diddy to be going to prison for the rest of his life for some kind of behaviors like this? Getting raped with a remote control, right? And you just sue him for money? No, homeboy, you need to go to the big house. You need to be put up under the prison, right? Not just a regular lawsuit. Y'all, I'm telling you, this sounds crazy, right? Penny says, I agree. Celebrity Scandalous says, yep, it's for the bag. Yes, I believe so. P. Nurse says, part of the smear campaign. Yes. Lulu said, I would. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I'd be like, no, I want to take it to the highest court. I want to make sure that what I'm saying and what he's done to me, he goes to prison. Forget the money, because money, money can be the root of all evil, right? We know that. I'm more than sure sometimes you can get money out of the situation, but at the same time, I want that joker in prison. I want him to go down for what he's done to me. I mean, my mentals is all messed up. People that, for those things that really happen, things like this that really happen to people, that is a trauma situation. They have to go to therapy. They have to pay therapists. They probably have to get on medication, all kind of stuff, right? So I'm like, this is like, y'all, this is crazy, right? I could not believe the stuff that was being said. And the feds are not going to allow a victim, one of their people that are victims that are, they have a court case with, they're not going to allow them to go and tell and say this and say that on these platforms. I'm telling you, they're not going to do that. The feds gave them directives and told them, don't be out there, on YouTube tour, on TMZ tour, like Diddy's lawyer. That's why the feds couldn't even entrust giving all the evidence to Diddy's lawyer, because they already know what type of time he's on. I feel like the feds, and I may be wrong, are looking at Diddy's lawyer like first of all, he's talking out the side of his neck, and then it's like he's bragging almost to a certain extent. Like, oh yeah, I'm Diddy's lawyer. I'm representing Diddy because Diddy is who he is, a mogul, whatever you want to call him. And he's happy to be labeled as Diddy's lawyer. You know, a lot of lawyers don't come out and just start yapping, right? What they say, you'll see them. Yeah, they will be. Absolutely. They will be in a press conference, but they give very, very limited information. They would say, yes, you know, I'm Diddy's lawyer, blah, blah, whatever. And he is being, you know, accused of XYZ, but we're going to, you know, figure this out and fight this out in court. And then they say, okay, thank you. Have a nice day. And then they're out of there. But Diddy's lawyer, he is, I mean, going, telling everything. And the feds are watching him like a hawk too. And typing up all kind of stuff. And catching him like, you know, all in between the lines that Diddy's lawyer is not even reading in between. Like when he first came out and was talking about, you know, he was, oh, the baby oil, yeah, and he got it from Costco's and all this other stuff. Do y'all think that, you know, Diddy's lawyer didn't think that, because remember people were saying, oh, that baby oil is tainted and blah, blah, blah. And here goes Diddy's lawyer. Well, you know, he does have, you know, a couple of mansions, and he does, you know, he got it from Costco's. He's just basically trying to keep stock. Y'all, if I go to somebody's house and they got 1 million bottles of Pine Sol, I'd be like, okay, maybe they got a business, a cleaning business, right? Like the obvious, right? If I were to go over there and look at all them bottles of baby oil, I'd be like, something is going on over here, right? This is a whole operation, right? A business is an operation. If I see 1,000 bottles of baby oil, I'd be like, why they need that many bottles of baby oil? Are they donating to the nurseries? To the homeless shelters with the baby oil? Are they making baby gift baskets, you know, to send off to, you know, people having babies? But Diddy's lawyer said, oh no, yeah, he has a lot of mansions, and you know, he got all this stuff from Costco's, not even just talking out the side of his neck. Costco's was even like, we don't even sell baby oil, and you really need to stop putting our name in your mouth, basically lying and saying that we sell baby oil and Diddy got it from Costco's, because we don't even sell baby oil, sir. And that let everybody know what type of lawyer Diddy has. But he's collected that money. I mean, he could have paid me. I don't want to represent him, but I ain't no lawyer either. But I mean, the stuff that Diddy's lawyer was saying, I was like, I can go and do more research and supply the people that are interviewing me with more valid responses. Because the responses that he is saying is making him look like he flunked out on Lawyer 101. Does he need to go back to like do a little bit of tutoring? Because he's out here talking, saying this, saying that, and then the stuff he's saying is not even valid, right? I mean, I'm just saying, y'all, I was like, if I was Diddy, I would ask for a refund, and I would try to find another lawyer, because he is setting me up for the okie doke. And I'm paying him millions of dollars, and he coming out telling all these lies, saying I got the baby oil from Costco's, making me look stupid and foolish. Did he know he didn't get that baby oil from Costco's? And then on top of that, the feds are not just gonna be like, okay, we found y'all found 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Yeah, we found 1,000 bottles of baby oil. When we went to raid his house. Okay. I knew that the feds were going to send that to the laboratory to validate what people were saying about that being the GHB in the baby oil. Right? Because they said once some people was putting on the baby oil, it was making them loose like Grey Goose, getting them ready for the freak off. And then Diddy goes on Conan O'Brien and was telling them, what is included in the freak off package. Yeah, you need the alcohols, you need the water, you need this, you need that. Yeah, because after you put that GHB it starts to loosen you up. It starts to make you feel probably high as the sky. And he told on himself. But y'all, the feds took that baby oil and sent it to the laboratory and validated and said it had GHB in it. So when they found that out, of course, and all the tapes, all the stuff, all the evidence, y'all, them people, them feds, the federal agents that were looking at these tapes, they probably like, I don't want to see another freak off. I don't want to look at no corn tapes no more, because this is so much explicit stuff in there. And then, y'all, they said that they had little cameras in the freak off room, little cameras everywhere, like where it was pointing to the people in there that were there having the freak offs. Then, like I said before, in my last couple of lives, they had an article that was stating that there was presence of minors. Then I went back, and I guess the feds probably got caught wind of this person or this entity with this article, and they made them go out and take that out of that article. And I'm glad I took a screenshot of it, because I was like, ooh, I'm going to report on that. It said presence of minors. It had this, that, and the third, all kind of evidence and stuff like that. And they made them go back and take it out. And then when they did that, I was like, there was definitely minors, babies there present somewhere in the freak off. Then I was like, okay. Then a little bit later, that's when Mr. Busby came out and said, I'm taking all the people, that have, experienced, situations with Diddy, graping and all that other stuff. And he was the one who was being responsible for the minors that were fighting, doing lawsuits. And then they had like 3,000 people that were called when they put the 800 number, right? And then he had to vet most of them. All of them, I think. He had to vet all of them to see if they were valid, because some people are coming and saying, yeah, Diddy did this, Diddy did that. Y'all, sometimes it's a money grab for when these situations happen. But at the same time, people got to be careful, because you come out your mouth and say, Diddy did this to me, and you don't got no proof or evidence. Sometimes, and you go through with that lawsuit, people can turn around and get you for defamation of character and turn around and sue you back. But some people, they don't care. They're like, if I can push this through the system and get the judge to sign off and give me some of that money, I don't care. But people got to be careful, because some of the stuff that people are saying, a lot of people are, lying and capping. But y'all, the real ones are not even saying a word. They're not even saying anything, right? Not saying a word. So I was like, when I seen this last night and then listened to it again this morning, and I'm like, no, absolutely not. This is not, I don't think, this is so suspicious, right? Because the feds, like I said, they're not going to have people saying this and saying that. But it's funny how it's into the new year, right? Diddy got arrested, apprehended like in September, I believe it was. And now we're getting closer, like I said, it's like May 5th is like a couple of blinks. You open your eyes and it's going to be May 5th. So they're trying to go and grab these people, pin them down, so they can pin Diddy down, on their side. I feel like on this side, they're trying to make sure that he ain't able to come up and breathe. He has like no air. That song, No Air. They want to make sure he has no air. But trust me, on this side of the house, the feds already told him he ain't got no air. The feds are like, you ain't got no air, Diddy. You don't have any air, and we will see you on the 5th. And y'all remember when the Diddy's lawyer, he was like, well, the MDC, Diddy's complaining about the MDC. It's inhumane. It's horrible. It's nasty in there. Diddy, all this bad behavior, where do you think you were supposed to be going to, like a luxury, the Beverly Hills hotel type of living situation, when you did all this disastrous, monstrous stuff in Hollywood for the last 30 years? right? And then Diddy's lawyer said, well, sir, Your Honor, can Diddy please, we have we got a apartment in Manhattan on the hilltop on the mountainside, and we want to know if Diddy can go over there. So the judge was like, huh? Excuse me? What are you talking about? Well, Diddy's, it's inhumane at the MDC, and, Diddy will provide him with some security, and we will provide him with these cameras. He won't have no telephone. So the judge is like, what kind of question is that? So then they were like, okay, all right, we'll go check it out. Since you said you got a place in, the Manhattan hilltops or wherever, Diddy's lawyer, I'll send my federal agents out there to check it out. Then they went to go check it out. I already knew the answer was going to be no, to the HE double hockey sticks. No, we are not letting him out the MDC. Diddy's lawyer, we got to get him a hot toddy. Like, what does he think this is? He really thinks this is like the playing with the state. The feds are different. And Diddy is finally feeling the rap on that. He's feeling the rap on how the feds operate. I already knew, and I even told Jamil. Jamil's like, oh, yeah, they're going to let him out. They found him out, a apartment on Manhattan hilltop, whatever, in the city, in the sky. And the lawyers, he's asking, Diddy's lawyers asking the judge, to, if they can go check it out to see if they can get approved. I said, that's wonderful. That is wonderful that he found the mountain top apartment for Diddy in Manhattan, wherever in the sky, on Mars. That's wonderful. He found that. That's wonderful. And I told you, I said, Jamil, they're not going to let him out. The only reason why they said, yes, we'll have our federal agents go and check it out, just so that the feds can check the box. And they can say, Diddy's lawyer asked us to check this apartment out for him, and because it's inhumane in the MDC, but the judge already knew. He's like, no, I'm not letting him out. But yeah, I send my federal agents out so I can check that box so they can't come back and say, everything that we did, y'all said no to. No, the feds are not stupid. By no means. Just like the lawyer with Jay-Z. With that lawsuit too, and that's kind of crazy, but y'all, they were like, yeah, it's a win for Jay-Z. The Judge Torres approved it, but y'all remember Judge Torres? She went and she almost really cursed them out in a nice, nasty way, basically with the lawsuit of that 13-year-old. And they're like, yeah, Jay-Z got to win. He can apply to get the lawsuit dropped. Judge Torres like, yeah, you can apply. You can apply to get that lawsuit dropped. Yes, I'm going to allow you to apply. But like I said, anybody can apply. You can apply for a house. You can apply for a credit card. You can apply for a job. You can apply for anything you want to. But what is the answer going to be? The judge is not going to drop that 13-year-old lawsuit case. She wants to know what evidence they have. Even though, like I said, it sounds kind of crazy, blah, blah, blah. But the judge is going to deny the motion as soon as they go back to court. And let them know, Jay-Z, no, application denied. But she told him, yeah. Remember, she chewed him a new behind, him and his lawyer. Then she comes back and, Jay-Z and them ask, well, can I apply for a motion to get this case dropped? Because we want this case dropped. So the judge is like, yeah, go ahead and apply. Everybody can apply for anything. You can apply for, to get some new tires on your car, a new job, a credit card, a house, anything you can apply for. But will the answer be yes or no? You won't know until the final decision is made, right? And the answer is going to be NO for that too, for Jay-Z. And she only allowed him to apply for the motion because the same thing with Diddy's judge. So he can't come back and say, well, Your Honor, you didn't allow my client, Diddy's lawyer, Jay-Z's lawyer, you didn't allow my client to apply for the motion. You just told him no. She's checking off her boxes. They know that, y'all, Jay-Z and Diddy, y'all, they thought they were slick for the last 30 years. Yes, with the state, yes, absolutely. They were sliding and gliding with the baby oil on their badonkadonk, sliding around, threatening people, doing all these other kind of things. But when the Fed stepped in, y'all see how Jay-Z's acting? He's having a whole nervous breakdown because Busby is on that tail with them lawsuits. And they are not just sweeping stuff under the rug. They are giving them a hard way to go, just like they gave people in Hollywood. Jay-Z and Diddy gave people a hard way to go in Hollywood. They're having a hard way to go within the federal system. And they thought that they could pay the feds off. Like, Your Honor, I'm sure Diddy was probably like, Your Honor, I got a $50,000 credit card, a hush money credit card. Will you please take this? I'll put an extra $50,000 on top of it. And the federal judge probably laugh and say, sir, do you know where you're at? This is the federal government. Welcome in. We only take years, minutes, seconds, months, decades, but we don't take the actual, hush money credit card, because that's not how we do over here in the federal system. And that's when Diddy went back to the MDC and he was slinging snot, crying a river. The roaches and the crickets is probably like, Diddy, if you don't shut up, you're disturbing our peace, right? The crickets and roaches was telling him he is disturbing their peace, right? Because Diddy is crying, slinging snot. And y'all notice, he don't got no friends to claim the first. Nobody is coming. Nobody is coming to his rescue. Not even Clive Davis. Did y'all see the video footage on Clive Davis? They were like, yeah, Clive Davis, yeah, we heard that you are Diddy's his mentor. Clive Davis was getting out of there faster than fire was crossing the road. I'm telling you. Yeah.
We have real victims and we have fake victims.
Okay.
If we keep having fake victims come out, this is what's going to happen.
Oh, Jamil's breaking something down.
It's going to mess up for the real victims. This is comedian Donnell Rawlins just said it on Breakfast Club 2 hours ago. Okay, we're going to listen to what Jamil said. They got the real victims and then they got the BS victims. The real victims are not coming out and saying a peep, right? They're not saying anything. Like he said, the real victims that was at the tunnels, the ones that were there and seeing the children, or was one of the children that was, remember, they were having the children on the party table for the party favors. Now, Allie did say something about that, but I don't believe that she was probably there. I don't know. Maybe she got wind of that type of party happen. I don't know, because Allie Carter is very questionable to me right now. But anyway, we did see pictures of people laying on the table with the body cakes, with the big flour in between their legs, and stuff on their bodies, and fruits, and people eating, even Diddy eating the fruits off the table from those people, right? So y'all, their real victims are not coming out. Like I said, Misha, y'all, put a 1 in the chat if Misha had y'all fooled about when she was saying that she was a victim. I'm gonna say, I put a 1 in the chat if Misha had y'all fooled, because she had me fooled. I was like, oh, poor thing. Oh my God, that is so sorry. Oh my God, I can't believe blah, blah. And then when I started listening to more and more of her story, that Diddy was in a fire and I pulled him out, and that all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, now she is over the top. She is over the top. I don't believe anything this girl said. Then she was collecting cash apps. People were sending her money because they felt sorry for her. They was believing her story. And I was like, how did I
fall into that trap of believing her even for a hot moment. But as time goes on and she was saying this and saying that, I was like, this heifer is a lie. She talking about, I'm telling y'all, Diddy, one thing about Diddy that we all know, Diddy has a type. And Misha, I'm not, getting on nobody that's heavy set, but girl, you are way over the weight limit. Because remember, in some of the lawsuits, the girl said that they had to weigh in. They had to weigh in. Misha was not even invited to that party. But she was in her mind saying that, she was at the party. And I'm like, girl, if you don't go sit down, you don't even look anything like Diddy would even look your way for not even 2 seconds. If he would have seen her, she probably couldn't even be a chef. She probably couldn't even be the cleanup woman that was cleaning up the hotels. I'm just saying, y'all, I was like, this girl is lying. Really lying. Because remember, the D&G girl that was sitting on the lap that Misha was claiming she was, she didn't say anything. Her lawyer came out to speak and said that, I don't know basically who this girl is, saying that we represent her or she's this person, but we don't represent that person. And busted her out, put her on Hollywood Boulevard on Front Street, y'all, and I was weak as all get out. And then Misha came around, I'm sorry for misleading y'all. No, you should have said, I'm sorry for lying, because I know my big old badonkadonk was not the one sitting on Diddy's lap with the D&G shirt. Yeah, so yes, the fake victims, those are the ones that we see. All on YouTube tour coming out. Y'all, Allie had me fooled for a hot moment, but when I come out and see what was going on, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Absolutely. Celebrity Scandalous says, no, I didn't believe her. Yeah, after I was listening for a hot little minute, and I'm like, she's saying some really crazy, awful things. Like a victim that is a true victim would not be telling all the tea, all the, and I'm not saying tea, but all the stuff that, happened, because really and truly you're giving away the case, right? You're giving away the case. And then when she said, she didn't have no lawyer to represent her or whatever, I was like, this is a whole liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Where do they do that at? If I had somebody did something to me, you best believe I'm finding a lawyer. And a lawyer is going to tell you to shut up and sit down. Don't say nothing because you're going to hurt the case. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, hit the like button, y'all. These people that are play victims, I'm going to say the play victims are everywhere telling their stories. But the real ones are silent. Zoop. Not saying a word. Celebrity Scandalous says weight limit. Yeah, she exceeded the weight limit 4 times over. Diddy wouldn't even look her way. Diddy would probably look and be like, oh my gosh, she needs Weight Watchers. Because them girls in the lawsuit, one of them put that Diddy made them weigh in. Misha, you couldn't even come like a mile within his home, the radius of his home. You wouldn't even invited to any of the parties, the freak offs or just the regular all white parties. You were not about to come through his threshold looking the way she looks at all. And then when she was telling her story, she was on the board looking like she was reading off some stuff. And I'm like, if you know that you're a victim, you would just tell whatever, right? You wouldn't have to be reading off the board. And I pulled him out the fire, and I and I had the snake venom. What, Misha? Girl, go sit down somewhere. We need to get you to the crazy hospitals where we need to get you. And we don't need to get you in there trying to get a couple of dollars from Diddy. We need to get you to the crazy hospital ASAP because, baby, you need some help. Like, your story was crazy. And they said it was like the story, that movie, Blink Twice, that she was trying to pull stuff from Blink Twice. Because I'm like, who is taking out snake venom? Out of a snake venom, and what did she say, drinking it or something, pulled Diddy out the fire, saying that, I think she said that Diddy, they cut the baby out of her wound, and Diddy pow the baby, or so. It was just crazy stuff she was saying. And I'm like, this heifer is like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, she's really saying some really scary, some scary stuff, right? Why is she talking and saying all this? Does she, and then, I don't have a lawyer, no lawyer would take my case. Yeah, because you're lying. A lawyer is not, they're going to see straight through you. Like, literally, like you was a glass house, straight through you. Like their daddy was a glass maker. There's no way that Diddy would even look your way. Not even to be a worker, not even to mop floors around his house in the mansion. I mean, not even to clean the barbecue grill, not even to clean the swimming pool. She would not even be invited for no services at Diddy's house. So I'm like, really? Girl, if you don't go sit down, I'm like, this is crazy. Yes, it's crazy. Sexy Nessa said, I think she went through a lot. She really did, and she's a victim of something. I'm not saying she's not a victim of Diddy's. She's a victim of something, because that story was crazy. That story was crazy. Jazzy says, I can't wait for Bieber to speak up and out. I can't wait either. I cannot wait, Jazzy. I cannot wait, because one thing is for certain, two things for sure, is that I believe Justin Bieber is going to be on that stand, and the feds have spoke to him and told him, don't say nothing about what Diddy probably, has actually done to you, because we need to save that conversation for the courtroom. I'm telling you. Tina Doherty says his chef is not overweight either. I know, right? I don't think nobody, I'm telling you, because Diddy is a whole, y'all know he is a freak. So y'all think if he's going to be having anybody in his house, it's going to be somebody to where he feels like he can probably freak off to, or maybe not, he wasn't thinking about it right then and there when he hired him, but he was like, oh, this is a prospect. Yeah, you can come in and cook for me. But they was not overweight. They were not looking like she was. I'm telling you. But it's crazy that these people are going on YouTube tour. They're saying they're victims, this, that, and the third, but the real victims ain't saying two words. They aren't saying anything. And like I told Jamil, he's like, I don't know. He was like, baby, I don't know. I got to see these victims and I want to hear what they say. And I said, watch. The feds have an explosive package to deliver for that court case with evidence that's going to blow people out of the water, out of their seats, out the bed, out of everywhere they're at. Celebrity Scandalous, thank you. Celebrity Scandalous said we need to rewatch her videos so we can laugh. She was fake crying. Oh, yes. Oh, are you talking about Misha? Or are you talking about which one, Celebrity Scandalous? And y'all, if you guys are not subscribed to Celebrity Scandalous, please click on her button and go to her page and subscribe. She has good content. She is surviving the industry as well. And she is awesome. But Celebrity Scandalous, tell me who you would be to replay. Because I'm telling you, her video was crazy. I mean, I was like, oh my goodness, what in the world is she talking about? She is a hot mess. And when she apologized, it was even worse. I was like, oh my goodness. And now they say she has a YouTube channel. Telling probably lies. I don't know what she's doing over there. But I'm like, you're not a Diddy victim. Please find another subject or something else. Maybe talk about the mental health issues that you have that you probably incurred from maybe childhood or something else. I don't know, Misha. I mean, I don't know. Because Diddy was not, you were not a Diddy victim, I don't believe. Because Diddy, he doesn't even have the Weight Watchers program for her. So he's not even gonna fool up with her. He's like, she is too much money to invest. And you know, Diddy cheap. He's like, I ain't paying for no Weight Watchers, girl. You better go sit down somewhere. I ain't got time for you. Y'all, Diddy is not even that type. So I don't know why she would even say that. I don't even know why she would say that. Y'all making herself look, dumb. Making herself look dumb. But I mean, some people can, you make yourself look dumb. You can say this or whatever. And, you do what you want to do. But I'm not getting on no platform making myself look like a fool saying that I'm a victim at all. Celebrity Scandalous says, yeah, he wanted them skinny. Yes. I probably don't even qualify for the program. Did he probably like, girl, you need to go to Weight Watchers for a month and you need to come back and then report and maybe we'll think about your application if it's approved or denied, right? Yeah, I don't even apply for the program. I wouldn't even pass the program requirements. He would probably hurry up and get me out there because I got too much mouth because I'll be asking too many questions and I may be a couple of pounds over the weight limit. He would hurry up and get me out there. Hurry up. She talked too goddamn much. She asked too many questions. She's ear hustling and I hustling and we don't need them to get her out of here. He would have hurried up and got me up out of there. I'm telling you. He would have got me up out of there. He would have been like, no, hurry up and get her out of there. Security. I'm telling you, he would have got me up out of there, y'all. Because I would be looking, listening, lurking. Because one thing I can say, you guys, and y'all tell me if I may be wrong, but what I'm saying is with the trafficking, right? The trafficking situation. Hey, Arctic One, welcome in. The trafficking charge, right? It's a Rico, right? They only have Diddy that's in there. But when these people were trafficked, you guys, and y'all, we have to think about it like this, right? People probably heard of him, oh, Diddy's paying people to, have these freak offs, blah, blah, blah. They've signed up for the program, right? But when they got there, you guys, did they sign up for that program that Diddy had in store for them? I mean, they signed up for the program. They say, yeah, well, I need, single parents, single females. They're probably having a hard time. They, can't get no job at McDonald's, can't get no job wherever. And they was like, you know what, we see this article. It says freak offs, paying freak off, females, men, whatever. And, cash on spot, we'll get paid. So yeah, let's go, girl. Look, Cherie, girl, pack your bag. We going to the freak off. We going to get paid. Everything's going to be all right. Then we'll come back. It's going to be a 2-day trip. We can drive down there, drive back. Diddy's paying for, the bus ticket or the gas to get there. Yeah, we just going to go freak off, get our a couple of dollars, and then we going to leave. But y'all, when they got to the freak off, did they really expect what they seen and what they've been through? Because they said that they were bashing people's heads on cars. They say that type of evidence. They were like abusing them people, locking them in the doors, in the rooms, wouldn't let them leave. Y'all, they were doing all kind of heinous stuff to these females that were being trafficked allegedly. They were doing all kind of things. They didn't just go down there, handle business and leave. No, they were down there. They were held against their will. Their heads were being bashed in. All kind of crazy stuff was being done to these females. So yes, they did go down there willingly. Absolutely. They said it's a freak off and we get paid. People of that caliber, they don't care. They're going to get their freak off, get their little change, get their couple of dollars and be out of there. But when they got there, they're looking around like, man, but there's whips and chains, handcuffs, dildos on sticks. And they probably was like, I didn't sign up for this program. But y'all, that's what they do. They make stuff sound so, luscious and, so sweet and so luxurious. Just like they do with like Justin Bieber, all these young people coming in the industry. Yeah, y'all, you gonna sing, you gonna make a career. Next thing you know, they're having freak offs. They're having, sexual encounters with all these people, parties, groups, and all this other stuff. And they're like, man, I thought I was coming to Hollywood to sing, to rap. or to be, actor, actress, And then next thing you know, it's like, a freak off going on. And I didn't know that this is a program that I signed up for. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go look at those newspaper and reread that article and see what was entailed in that. And it was all a lie, just like the CEO at Abercrombie and Fitch. He was putting out articles saying you want to be Abercrombie and Fitch, what's it called, a model. Call this number or meet us here on this date and time. And they were taking them in, they were graping them, giving them Viagra's, all kind of drugs and stuff, and doing the most with them. And they did not even sign up for that program. But Abercrombie and Fitch CEO, he volunteered them and signed them up for the program that he wanted them to be a part of, right? So I do believe that some of those trafficking, those people, they probably went and ran to the police and told this and told that, and that's probably why we ain't heard not one trafficking victim come out. Because they went and they told, and then they got the intel, whatever. They probably was quiet for a long time. And then when all this stuff come out with Diddy, they probably ran. They probably was some of the ones busting the federal building down, trying to get in there to a federal agent to tell their story. Right? But in a Rico Act, there's a lot of people that should be arrested, right? A lot of people. But Diddy was the head monster in charge. So, of course, they went to go apprehend him immediately, right? They went to go apprehend him immediately. They went to be like, oh, my goodness, see, because the feds was watching them for a very long time. A very long time. And now we see Jay-Z, he's going down the pipeline like Diddy, right? Slowly but surely. He already, I believe, has like 3 victims. Then yesterday, didn't MIA come out with some charges for Jay-Z? So that's, I believe, lawsuit number 4 for Jay-Z. And MIA was with Jay-Z earlier, like years ago. And I got to look and see about MIA, but she was done wrong by Jay-Z. Remember Maya too? Maya was done wrong by Jay-Z too. So y'all, I'm telling you, it's not few and far in between that they were hanging buddies and they were doing all these terrible things to a lot of people. A lot of people. And these girls were young, 17, 15, 16. Like I said, Jay-Z, his baby mama, Ramirez's mom, was 15, 16. Why don't y'all think that he want to take a blood test? Why don't y'all think he don't want to take the paternity test? Because Jay-Z already knows that Ramirez is his. And if you look at it, I'm telling you, the judge is looking at it like, okay, I know she's probably on YouTube and watching all kind of stuff, right? She sees on YouTube where Jay-Z is being alleged to be Ramirez's father, and that Ramirez's mom was 15, 16 when she got pregnant. So the judge is probably thinking, oh, he got a 15, 16-year-old girl pregnant. It wouldn't be too far-fetched to get mess with a 13-year-old. And that's why Jay-Z does not want that on his record, so he is staying away from that blood test. He making sure ain't nobody get a drip drop of blood out of his body at all. Because he already knows that is going to lead him down a terrible pipeline, and it's going to put the GHB baby oil on his butt and slide down the pipeline faster than he can even blink. The judge is looking at all of that. I'm telling you. These judges, the federal judges, are smarter than smart. They already see what's going on. And that's why they are treating Jay-Z and Diddy the way they are. Because Jay-Z and Diddy have been doing this on the state side of things for 30 years. Right? Sister 1971 says, I don't know It was this awful. Oh my goodness, lady, you are on a roll. Yes, sister, yes. People don't think about all these things, y'all. I'm telling you. And I know how the feds work. I'm just saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I did not lead you guys wrong yet. When I said I seen that article after his mansions got, raided, and somebody put in the article, maybe they went to the federal briefing and then they got somebody to write in the article, yeah, there was presence of minors at the mansions that were raided. And then next thing you know, just later on, a few hours after I seen that article, they had them people deleted. And then next thing you know, like I said, here was Tony Busby. Well, we are going to be taking on all the minor victims. Call this 800 number. They got evidence of the minors, I'm telling you. Remember Tanae, the girl that was at the freak off party? She says she seen little girls looking like Harajuka Barbies, right? They were looking like Harajuka Barbies. And she was like, what are they doing? Are they, filming or doing something? And it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. What are all these children doing over here at 8 o'clock in the morning at Diddy's house? Y'all, these people have fetishes for minors, for babies, innocent children. And it is disgusting. They took these child's innocence. There's no way, I'm telling you, that girl Tanae went to that party and she seen a lot of stuff. And she even said she called 911 and reported that. She called 911 because she went over there thinking that she was going to sing for Diddy. Next thing you know, she's at a whole freak off party. And then she even recorded some of the stuff with her driving there and, because she was shocked and stuff. I'm going to Diddy's house. I can't believe it. And she was under the impression that she was going to sing. And then she's hanging around. And she's like, well, darn, when am I going to be able to sing for Diddy? Then Diddy comes out and he's like, his son's giving her the white slippers and then telling her only the people with the white slippers can come in the house. She goes in the house and she sees those little kids, those Harajuka Barbie looking little girls. And I'm like, wow. Crazy. I mean, if I was going to a party and I seen some little girls and she said they were trying to cover them up, like they didn't want people, I guess, to see. Because y'all, one thing, when you get around those type of people, they would try to put you to the test. They're not just going to be inviting you in, hey, girl, come in here. See, we got these little Harajuka Barbies running around. No, they're going to give you a little bit of things, some kind of test. Maybe touch you, see if you, receive it, or if you decline it and be like, don't you rub my shoulders. Rub on your butt and try to see if you say anything. If you do, they're like, okay, yeah, she's with it. Yeah, she's with it. Yeah, we can bring her on in. They put you to a test. And if you pass their test, they will start revealing little things to you here and there. They will start giving you access to their demonic lifestyle, right? But watch for it. I'm telling you guys, there is going to be, when Diddy's court hearing starts, there's going to be a whole bomb package that the feds drop. It's going to be some probably even disturbing information, receipts, evidence, and proof of some of the most probably horrific stuff that, that they have. Because when they went in that house, they tore up all them computers. They got the hard drives. They got laptops. They got phones. They have a lot of evidence. They got a lot. And they got intel of where this stuff was. I'm sure Cassie was like, yeah, you go in the room, you take a left, you go down the hallway to the right, in this cabinet and blah, blah, whatever. Because, y'all, we seen when TMZ, I think it went in there after they raided the mansion, there was stuff everywhere. You can see where they ripped the stuff out the walls, the hard drives and all kind of stuff. They have a lot of evidence. A lot. On top of other stuff that people did not, people that we don't even know of. Then probably, like I said, rushed down because remember Damon from the feds, the one that is the attorney general, like he was saying at the briefing, He was like, I don't care how tall they are, big they are. We was taking everybody down. If you guys have any information, call this 1-800 number, blah, 1-800, call the feds or whatever the number was, right? And people was probably hauling butt over there to that courthouse, to the federal courthouse, speaking with agents on what they know, what they experienced, what they seen, all kind of stuff, right? Because we haven't seen a lot of people. We ain't seen no somebody saying, you know, I was trafficked by Diddy. I was this by Diddy. I'm telling you, we don't see those type of victims on here. We don't see none of those victims on here. Because the feds have that all under lock and key. But like I was telling Jamil, my baby, he was like, I want to see these blah, blah. And when Wendy Williams said that yesterday about Diddy should be in prison for the stuff, for the rest of his life, for the stuff that she knows he's done, y'all know that's bad. Y'all know that is bad, right? That is not even a good look. And y'all know the feds, they probably got that too. And they might be up there playing it, hit the play button. Well, Wendy Williams, you know, Your Honor, said that Diddy should be in prison for all of the nasty, horrible things, you know, that he's done. And Wendy Williams, she said it. She said it out of her own mouth. And not only did she say it out of her own mouth, Your Honor, but we have all these tapes where people are, you know, banging people's heads, you know, these people that have been trafficked, banging them on car doors, car windows and stuff like that. And we got this and we got that. And they are going to, y'all, they are going to carry Diddy. I mean, they're going to get him out of there to the next federal prison immediately. I'm telling you, watch. Because they got the package. They got the bomb package on Diddy. The bomb package. And anything that they can get on him, they are gathering it. They're gathering it. He gonna have a hard way to go. And every time you notice that Diddy gets new charges, you notice that his lawyer's like, Diddy, he ain't trafficked nobody. Him ain't did nothing. Him not did nothing. Him never did nothing. Him don't even know what you're talking about. Instead of saying, we'll fight these charges in court. We'll see in court what evidence they have, what proof. Diddy's lawyer is so slow. Like I said, his elevator don't go all the way to the top. His attorney is telling everybody that Diddy ain't never trafficked anybody. And if I was a lawyer, I'm not. I wouldn't be fast and quick to jump to that conclusion and say he ain't trafficked nobody. Because as soon as these bombs come out from the feds, Diddy's lawyer is going to be looking like Willie Lump Lump. Watch. Watch what I tell you. Watch. Because, you know, he's already, you know, saying crazy stuff about the baby oil, getting it at Costco's. So y'all can imagine what other stuff that they have. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be crazy. I mean, we're going to try to go down there and be, even if we're outside of the courthouse, I'm going to try to get front row seats at that courthouse, May 5th. Watch. And it's going to be very explosive. There's going to be so many people. It's going to take a long time. And I really, truly don't believe that May 5th is going to be a sufficient time to present all of this discovery. Because they have to go through the laptops. They have to go through these phones. They have to go through these hard drives. And y'all, it takes time because they have to have the right experts, the right people to pull that data. Like everything that he's done, he thinks that, you know, we always think that we can go, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go to TikTok, and then you do something or you say something, you send a message and then you delete it. You think it's deleted, right? Yeah, it's deleted off the platform. But in your digital footprint, everything that you have done is in there. Saying hello. Yes, we are here and here is all of the evidence, and they can pull it off the phone, off the laptop. And people don't understand that. That's why these celebrities are going and they're deleting their Instagrams. They're deleting what they then maybe said, like, oh, I need to delete that. I need to delete that. I said that we went to the Diddy party and it was crazy. People was freaking off. Oh, I need to delete that. You can delete all you want, Usher, and all the rest of the celebrities. Y'all can delete your whole accounts. But just know that the feds can subpoena that to TikTok, to Instagram, to Facebook, to wherever entity, X and wherever, and it's going to be right there. And all they're going to do is go in there, retrieve the data, and they'll see you in court for everything that you have said and done, right? It's there. That is going to be another thing that is going to damage his case. All these text messages he thought that he deleted, all the pictures he thought they deleted, when they busted open them phones, it's still there. All of it is still there. It is not deleted on the platform. You go under that account and you will see everything, right? And they think that they are so like some people don't educate themselves on a lot of stuff, especially the rich and famous people. They like their elevators don't go all the way to the top, right? Especially Jay-Z with him doing all of this crazy stuff. You got a high-powered attorney and you don't know some of the simplest things, like going on Google and going to see you over here telling people that Diddy and Jay-Z were business partners. But we go on Google and we see Diddy and Jay-Z partying, wearing the same outfits, different colors, with Jay-Z's hair twigs everywhere, with champagne bottles, they having a drink. Does that look like a business type of situation? I ain't seen not one table, no spreadsheets, no analytics. I ain't seen not one business meeting that they had to claim the first on Google at all. But you know what I did see? All the partying, they went to basketball games together. They was dressed alike, like I said, different. They probably flipped the coin, say you wearing the dark burgundy, or am I gonna wear the dark burgundy? You wear the light burgundy, I wear. I'm telling you, they were dressed alike. They were drinking, partying. And like I said, I ain't seen not one business meeting to claim the first. But his lawyer is over there. Yeah, they're just business partners. They don't hang out. This, that, and the third, trying to disassociate Jay-Z from Diddy. But sir, you got a degree from Harvard or wherever, and you didn't go on Google to look and see Jay-Z and Diddy is all over. Booed up, look like some pictures. They look like they almost about to kiss, like they in love with each other, dressing alike. Drinking, having champagne. Ciroc, Bacardi. And you telling these people, you trying to tell us, you trying to convince us that Jay-Z and Diddy are only business partners? If you don't go sit down and go do your research, sir, and go reassess that what you said, you looking mighty crazy, just like Diddy's lawyer. Oh yeah, he got baby oil from Costco's, and because he got mansions, and didn't even check if Costco sells the baby oil, because they don't. These people are so quick to say this, that, and the third, and these are high-powered attorneys. Y'all, they could have paid me, the lounge. I could have did the research. Look, you asked me a question, especially when it comes to the feds, I'm going to research it. I'm going to make sure. Let me go make sure. Let me see if Costco sells baby oil. I need to go and see. Look, let me go see. Okay, now I can say confidently that, Costco doesn't sell baby oil. So maybe I'll say, well, he ordered the baby oil from a factory. He ordered the baby oil from a factory in bulk. He was doing, baby baskets. He was, donating money to the baskets, to the nurseries, to the homeless shelters, people that just having babies. Yeah, so that's why he got so much baby oil. Like these things, for somebody to be paid and rich as they are so special. The elevator don't go to the top, because some of the stuff that they are saying, Y'all, we can look up on Google and find the answers ourselves. And represent Jay-Z or Diddy for a couple of $1,000s, right? These are high-powered attorneys that is over here saying the most craziest stuff that us as everyday people will go and research in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, I went on Google and I said, put Diddy and Jay-Z. Years and years and years, what I found on Google, Diddy and Jay-Z look like they are a whole couple partying together, doing everything but having a business meeting. I mean, going to basketball games, going to parties, going and doing everything under the sun except for having a business meeting with people sitting around the table, people with their suits on, have their laptops open, doing analytics, seeing what the growth of the business is going to be in 5 years, doing the analysis, reading the charts and the graphs and all that other stuff. That was not even a part of the Google search, right? We seen it with our own 2 eyes, y'all. I did a live on that. And I'm like, I represent you, Jay-Z, knowing that I wouldn't, but I could have answered that questions for $500,000. I would make up a good old story how they are just business partners and not saying, oh, they're not business partners, Or so I would have made a whole different story about what their relationship was instead of saying, oh, they were just business partners or this, that, and the third. No, you should have said, just like I said with Cassie, everything was peachy and creamy. So yes, she's on those tapes looking like she's consenting. I would have been like, well, yeah, back in 1990, everything was good. They were having parties. They were, having freak offs, and, they were best friends up until a certain extent. And then make it, make sense. But y'all, these people it's crazy. But Diddy, y'all, this new lawsuit, I'm telling you, is looking kind of suspicious, right? Looking kind of suspicious, looking very suspicious, right? These people that they're gathering, like I said, y'all, I'm telling you, I don't know where they're getting them from, but I'm just saying, they are looking like they have something going on, right? It's crazy. It is really crazy. But y'all, I'm telling you, this situation with Diddy, the feds have who they need in place. They are not allowing the real victims to be out on YouTube tour, to be on TMZ tour, to be doing X, Y, and Z at all. They got their stuff ready and in place for what they have ready, for the court case. And then when the court case comes, they're going to drop the bomb. And everybody's going to be, like I said, they're going to jump out their seats, the bed, off the couch, off their work. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be very, very explosive, right? I'm telling you, it's crazy. Jazzy says, right, the lawyer is grossly incompetent. Yes, Jazzy. Y'all, we could have had a lounge team, the lounge law firm, and all of us could have been representing them, and we would have made out better than their own lawyers who have degrees, right? And who know the laws better than we do. We could have answered those simple questions to the federal judge in a hot New York minute. It made more sense than what they're making, because what they're telling and what their responses are, y'all, I'm like, did he just come out his mouth and say that? Did he just come out? Look, call us up. We're over here at the Lounge Law Firm. We can help. We are taking new clients, right? For way less than half of the price, right? Like, we already know, we know how to use Google, because Google is our best friend, right? You ask us a question, well, why did he blah blah? We look on Google and make a quick response that's valid, right? So when somebody else goes look at Google, they can be like, oh, okay, yeah, that is right. Yes. Costco does sell baby oil, right? But y'all, they are not doing their research. They are not doing their due diligence. But y'all, they can call us. We are only a phone call away here, the Lounge Law Firm. We can help. We can help. We can get a couple of dollars, y'all. We can go on. We can go to Dubai. We can go some Thailand or whatever, just for answering a simple question for like 500,000. We'll even charge $1 million to help answer some of the questions, right? We'll give them a discount. We'll give them a discount. But we know that what we tell them and what we say, we can Google it and we can respond with no problem, right? I'm just saying, right? With no problem. So, it's crazy. It's crazy, but y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all, but we have to listen to what these people are saying. We have to take heed to these victims that are coming out. We're not saying that they didn't happen because we don't want to victim shame nobody. But at the same time, y'all, we put on our thinking caps and be like, okay, this does sound a little suspicious, right? It does sound a little suspicious. And we have to think for ourselves, because sometimes when people put stuff out there, they put stuff out there to try to program you, to try to make you go along with the narrative, right? So sometimes you have to move a little bit to the side and think outside of the box for ourselves and be like, this is crazy, right? Like, this is crazy. Let me think for myself. Because you telling me this and he raped you with the remote control and you over here on News Nations telling everything. The feds would not be going for that. They would not at all. But y'all, just watch for it. Just wait. The bomb package is coming. And people are saying a lot of things. Oh, Diddy, yeah, with Cassie, she was consenting. Yeah, she was. Think about it. She was absolutely consenting. She was, y'all, she probably was, had that corn tape rocking. Yes, she absolutely did. But at a point to where it was at a time where she wasn't, then it was probably a different story, different reaction, right? And I'm just saying, like, she is, not a victim. Like, she's a victim, but she's not, an innocent person to the fact, because it was two of them. So, like I said, she was, consenting to a certain extent, but also she was victimized by Diddy. So, yes, you probably going to see, like, the people who ever watch it, you're going to see her best performances on stage. And then you're going to see probably her on the other side in other tapes that the people don't have, only the fans have. And that is what is going to count. Trust me. Trust and believe. Trust me. Those tapes that Diddy had out, not the tapes, the one in the hotel where he was doing what he did to her, and plus the other stuff, I'm telling you, those feds are not stupid. They are moving meticulously. They're moving meticulously. And y'all think that we seen the feds scoop Diddy up around that corner like a thief in the night? Just watch and wait and see what comes out on May 5th or whenever they start presenting the real evidence. Look, the real evidence. The bombs. There's going to be a whole lot of them. A whole lot of them. Watch. And I don't believe for one, I may be wrong, but May 5th, y'all, is not going to be sufficient time. Diddy probably might not go to court probably for 2028 or something. Because there's so much evidence. There's so many statements. There's so much. Them feds are working around the clock. Y'all, I wish I can go deliver them some coffee and some grits and some, breakfast sandwiches, some pancakes and some waffles, because they are working overtime trying to get all this evidence processed. Because y'all know, whenever they had the case, when he was apprehended and when his second times in courts, did y'all see them? They had dollies of evidence. Do y'all know those those cardboard boxes that they put files in? Did y'all see how many they had loaded up on those dollies? It was a lot. It was like, I swear, like 6 or 7 rounds of them going inside and bringing that evidence out and taking it back to the evidence room. They have years of evidence. All those victim statements and stuff. I'm telling you, when they went to court, when Diddy went to his first or second court hearing, when I seen that, and I went live. I went live in that, and I was like, look at how many times I'm like they coming out. Oh my God, this is like the 7th time the dolly's full of those cardboard packs with the file folders, the manila folders. And I was like, I told people these feds ain't playing. The feds ain't playing. I mean, they usually have loads and loads of evidence on you. See, people are sleeping on the feds. They're saying, oh, yeah, well, Cassie, oh, this, that, and the third. Okay, y'all, and that's why the feds, we ain't heard not one peep out of them. They're like, y'all can go over there. Y'all can talk about whatever, about the feds, about the case, until y'all are purple in the face. But y'all wait for the court hearing, the court date, and wait for all these warehouses full of evidence that we have on Diddy, and maybe y'all will see exactly what we've been seeing, what we already had on him, but now it'll be open for everybody to see and everybody to know, and now they can understand why Diddy is in custody and why they are not letting him go, right? So I'm telling you, it's crazy. But y'all, we gotta stay, keep your eyes open, keep your head on a swivel, protect y'all's children no matter where you go. If you go outside in the front yard, if y'all have to go to work, you'll have to catch the bus, the train, if y'all have to go to the grocery store, if y'all go to the mall, if y'all go out to eat, wherever y'all go, just stay, stay looking and lurking, stay vigilant, because people are doing all kind of stuff to people every day. Even to the children. Protect the children too, you guys. I mean, it's a nasty world out there. People are doing things to other people and walking them into situations that they would never even imagine themselves in, right? Crazy situations. Like I said, I told you guys a situation where this one boy, I was watching one of those ID channels or whatever, and there was a little boy. They were teenagers, I believe, or very young, maybe 20s. I can't remember how old they were, but one little boy was like calling his friend, hey, can you take me to the store, the corner store, because he wanted to go, he didn't have a car, the guy. So the little boy, they were friends. So the friend with the car, he was like, yeah, I'll take you to the corner store. Takes him to the corner store, you guys. And he didn't even know, when he went to go pick up his friend, took him to the corner store, he didn't know his friend was going into that store to rob the store. And the little boy was left and was like, oh my God, what is going on? And that's why I say y'all gotta watch people. Y'all gotta be careful, because people will get you in situations and things, can easily happen, and you're involved and you don't even know it, So just be careful, stay vigilant, you guys. Watch your kids, and the babies, your grandkids, the little kids, just keep y'all's eye open and y'all head on the swivel, y'all, because it's nasty out here. But y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all. Thank y'all for stopping in. I will go live again later on, of course. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Y'all lead with love, peace, and tranquility, as I say always. And y'all, oh, hold on. If you guys are not subscribed to Celebrity Scandalous, y'all, go subscribe to her channel. Check her channel out. She has great content as well. But y'all, I will see you guys later on in the next live. Y'all have a great afternoon, you guys. Bye.